In the hushed stillness of the night, a spectral figure shifts in the shadows. A chill sweeps through the air, and an eerie silence envelops the space. The line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Welcome to the chilling world of Japanese horror cinema, where fear takes on a whole new dimension. The roots of Japanese horror, or J-horror as it's commonly known, burrow deep into the country's rich folklore and traditions. The early 20th century saw the birth of these films, drawing inspiration from kabuki plays and ghost stories, known as kaiden. They were tales of vengeful spirits and moral lessons, steeped in a culture where the supernatural was a part of everyday life. One of the pioneers in the genre was the film Tales of Ugetsu, released in the mid-20th century. It brilliantly fused the elements of horror with drama and fantasy, setting a high standard for the genre. The movie's success marked a significant shift in the Japanese film industry, showing that horror could be more than just cheap thrills. As the decades rolled on, Japanese horror started to take on a darker, more psychological tone. The 70s and 80s saw films like Kuroneko and Hausu that pushed the boundaries of the genre, blending surreal imagery with haunting narratives. They were less about the monsters lurking in the shadows, and more about the monsters lurking within us. Then came the digital age, and with it, a new breed of horror. The late 90s and early 2000s brought us films like Ringu and Ju-on: The Grudge. These films took a different approach, combining the traditional ghost story with the anxieties of the modern world. The use of technology as a conduit for the supernatural was a recurring theme, reflecting society's growing dependence on and fear of the digital world. In recent years, Japanese horror has continued to evolve, experimenting with new forms and themes. Films like Noroi, The Curse, and Cairo have ventured into the realm of found footage and apocalyptic horror, while others like Confessions and Creepy have delved into the psychological thriller genre. As Halloween approaches, there's no better time to immerse yourself in the eerie world of J-horror. And if there's one film that you must add to your watch list, let it be A Tale of Two Sisters. This psychological horror drama from the early 2000s will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It masterfully blends the supernatural with the psychological, creating a chilling, atmospheric film that will stay with you long after the credits roll. So as the shadows lengthen and the chill of autumn settles in, prepare to journey into the heart of darkness with Japanese horror. It's a trip that promises thrills, chills, and a glimpse into the unknown. After all, in the world of J-horror, nothing is ever quite as it seems.